Yo, what's going on? Y'all see what time it is, man. Y'all see what it is. It is draft day eve. One more day before you see what yours and my Carolina Panthers, Dan Morgan, Dave Canales, Dave Tepper do with the number 8 overall pick. Hey, man, let's do a little something. Let's get into it. And we'll be back at ya.
Appreciate it, Mr. Davis. What's up? This is Thomas Davis, man, and you are watching the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure y'all tune in all season long.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, walking the door, you know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, coming from on, you don't want partners, you already know it. Ay, come on my to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. Ay, win is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when not touching the friends, ayy. You when not touching the king, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number 2, I came in to win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on the master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, like diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Yo, hey, y'all, hey, wipe your feet off, like, subscribe. Don't bring that bullshit up here. Y'all know what time it is, man. Black Cat Panther podcast in the building. D'Angelo, what's going on, bruh? What you
What's
know
going
about it?
on, go? Not shit,
Man,
not shit, not
I
shit.
can't call
Can't
it,
call it,
man. I
can't
say,
call it, can't call it.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah, yeah,
drive eve, exciting times for us.
draft
You
E,
already
no doubt, draft E. Hey, man, they had this thing out, D'Angelo, on the internet. I copped it. It was showing. It said the states that have uh the most draft picks
uh-huh.
that have produced the most draft picks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What state you think it is that's produced the most draft picks?
I would say either, because let me see. I would say either Texas, California, Florida, uh, shit, Georgia. Hell, maybe North Carolina might be in there around there too.
Yeah, North Carolina like number 7 or number 8. I got to count it up.
Okay.
North Carolina is like number 7 or number 8, y'all. So we in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
top 10, y'all. We in the
Yeah,
top
I know he's
10.
in the top 10. Yeah, I know he's in the top 10.
We're in the top 10. So if anybody ever tell you, oh man, North Carolina, man, they ain't a no hell no. We just at one point in time, we can't keep our players in state.
It's state. That's the thing. Yeah, we don't keep
We
our players,
can't keep
so
our
people don't
players
be
in
knowing that.
state. And
Yeah,
they
people
don't know
don't know
that. They're
that.
like, where he
Hmm.
come? Oh, he played
He
at such and
from,
such college. He played at such and such college.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? A lot of
but
our
he from North
players
Carolina.
out of
Yep.
state, but he's
I,
from North Carolina.
hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what
Hmm.
is on that. I thought I'd tell y'all that little tidbit, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be on that bullshit. But now the gap between 1 and our 7 or 8, because that's ironic because we like 7 or 8 on that list. And we picking like
Hmm.
8, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off
Yeah.
of this draft right here. And we like, I think I got to add it up. It's like number 8. I believe it's number 8. It might be 7. It's 7 or 8 where we at. Because
Hmm.
the number 1, D'Angelo hit it on the head, which we all know. And I see some people got it in what you call it, you know what I'm saying? California, Georgia. Y'all know that anyway. Y'all know them the highly recruited Georgia, California. But Florida is number one. Florida is
Yeah.
number one, the Sunshine State. Y'all already know how the Miami boys do down there, man. Y'all done seen them Carol City and God damn it, what's the name? I want you right there.
Fucking
Uh, where the
Fort
good
Lauderdale.
boys
Them
be
boys
playing.
coming out of Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, these little motherfuckers start at Pop Warner
Hmm.
flag football, man, playing like you know what I'm saying. And I'm talking about they playing
Yeah.
with attitude like grown ass men and shit. So Florida was number one. Then you got Texas, of course. You already know how
Yeah.
big football is in Texas.
Yeah.
You start playing football, slam out the womb. You come out your
Yeah.
mama and you know what I'm saying, it's down set hut. No
Damn
doubt.
right.
In Texas. Down set hut in Texas. And number three is California. Number three, California, number three. You know what I'm saying? Number four is Georgia. Georgia come
Damn,
off
I hit
number
that shit
four.
right on the head, didn't I?
You,
I hit that
you
shit
damn
right on the
near
head.
right. I mean, you out them is the most high. If anybody follows Power Five college football, you already know. You already know. Then Ohio and Louisiana is
Yeah,
damn
yeah,
near
yeah. That's what I was about to say. I didn't want to interrupt you. I was gonna say I don't want to forget about Louisiana either.
and then North Carolina come in.
Yeah.
So if and like I said, if anybody ever tell y'all that we just don't keep our recruits in state. But
Mhm.
there is some players that come out of the state of North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, from the little country towns. You just said Leggett, Mullen, South Carolina. If that ain't a little country ass town, I don't know what is. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? All the way up to
Mhm.
Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte. So we sitting there like number 7 or number 8 on the list. I got to count it up, y'all. But we right there, man. We in the mix. Logic, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, yeah,
How you
what's
feeling?
good? Hey,
What
can't
what up, Dutch?
can't call it, can't call it. Hey, yeah, man, they need to put some more respect on Carolinas, man. At the end of the day, these ain't just no basketball states, bro. These boys
But
get down.
that's what a lot of people think. They a lot of
They
people
do.
think North Carolina is a
and,
basketball state.
and,
No,
and
yeah,
rightfully, rightfully so with Duke
yeah,
and Carolina and all their history. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of young men that come out of here, especially out of that high school levels, man. That they might leave the state and go elsewhere, but they originally from Carolina, man. I mean, hell,
yeah,
right now, two of the top picks in the damn, other than Abdul Carter and Graham and all them joint, two of the top guys that they even considering right now are both from North Carolina.
yep.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Walker's from Salisbury, daggone Shotsbury, baby. Salisbury, North Carolina. And then James Pierce, he's
James
from
Pierce.
Charlotte.
Yep,
He's from
yep.
Charlotte. Bro, these boys from here.
Mhm. Mhm.
The boys from here. And tell y'all the truth, a lot of these players that I have been for the last 3 years, from Jordan Davis, Ike Ekwonu, um, well, of course, Drake May, that I wanted, that I was
Yep,
calling their name. Look where the fuck they from.
right here.
Right there in
Yep.
Charlotte. Have
Yeah.
been from Independence to Harvard to motherfucker, right there in the top motherfucking 5-star, 4-star programs coming right there out of Charlotte.
Yep.
You don't have to go to these preparatory schools and all that shit in
Mallet
Virginia.
Creek,
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mallet Creek.
Allen Creek. Yep.
to be playing no ball, man. We play ball right here. The Carolina Panthers have had the opportunity to draft a lot of homegrown guys. If you want culture, you talking about the this is draft eve, y'all. You won't hear this in a lot of places. If you want to develop culture or somebody with some skin in the game, how about a kid that's been watching this team right here since he was conceived? You understand what I'm saying? How about a kid that was sitting in the stand one time and Cam Newton might have handed him a damn ball? You know what I'm saying? What about a
Mhm.
kid that doesn't seen the ups and downs of this team? You know what I'm saying? Go from Ericsson Stadium to damn Bank of America or whatever. Change ownership. What about a kid like that? What about a kid that spent like say a Julius Pepper? You see what I'm saying? We ain't had nobody like JP that played every snap from high school to college to pro in the state of North Carolina? Huh? Talk to me.
Right.
Tell
That's
me
a fact,
Yep.
something.
go. That's a fact, go.
Yep.
Homegrown.
Yep.
And if
Yep.
you don't think, and look how the fuck we did him. You know what I'm saying? Look how
Yeah.
the fuck we did him. He should have never played in now nada
Go.
uniform.
Yeah, I can't say don't say that now because he didn't. He
Don't
wanted
you
to
do it,
leave.
Dan. Don't you piss me
He
off.
wanted to leave.
Don't you piss me off.
He wanted to
It
leave.
was
He
organization.
wanted to
No,
leave.
no, it didn't. It was the organization. I've heard the organization, and then he wanted to get away from his family because what I said, he's played every snap. You know what I'm saying
In
in
North
North Carolina.
Carolina. He just
Uh,
wanted to change the scenery.
yeah, he wanted to change the scenery, but one thing he wanted to play, he wanted to stand up some too, and drop back into the back four.
Yeah,
And see,
right, yeah.
we were so hell bent on this 4-3.
On 4-3,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? At the time, put your hand in the dirt and go ahead and but you talking about an athletic freak of nature that could do that, and what the Bears let him do, what Green Bay let him do, and where you at now? Gold jacket. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
But draft Eve, baby. You talk about shit like that on draft Eve. That's what you do. So what stands out to y'all on draft Eve?
I'm For me, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to read tea leaves. You know what I'm saying? I got my ears glued to the streets, listening to these different avenues and different broadcasters. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what these motherfuckers that I know got connections. You know what I'm saying? What they're saying. And I ain't gonna lie. I told Q the other day. I've been listening to the Todd McShay the last few days. You know what I'm saying? You know he got his own podcast, man. He got me a little nervous. I listened to him last night. He got me a little nervous right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm. Hey, I'm driving a little bit. Will somebody read the money for me, please?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm driving
yeah.
too. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
I
driving.
got you. I got you. Hey, shout out to what Ping Packs for that 4.99 super chat. Appreciate the content as always, Goat. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ping
yeah.
Packs, man. Hey, we know, hey, man, one thing we do, man, with all the people that support, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? From the bottom of my heart, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate y'all for coming in. And these are the real fans right here, man, on the off season. I think y'all probably been looking at it. I think it was the Camp Confidential that came out today. You know, they showed Derek Brown, they showed Bryce. They interviewed them boys. They probably did a couple more people, but them the only two that I seen. But to sit here and watch this stuff year round, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, and that's what pisses me off when people question somebody's fandom because you say something that somebody don't agree with. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And it be the
right,
damn truth. And it be the damn
right,
truth. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers don't wanna sit there and listen to the truth. A lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? It hurts them. They fragile. But you know, we go, hey, that's all I can bring. If I can't bring the truth, fuck it, I can't do it no more. I refuse to
right,
do it. And so if I tell you the team that I fuck with, you know what I'm saying, got to get it together and got some stuff to do right here on draft Eve, they do. And that's just the cold hard truth of it. If anybody don't like it, that's just the cold hard truth of it. That's the only way I can give it. You know what I'm saying? On draft
Yeah, yeah.
Eve, I asked the question to myself, what the hell I want to see? It's a lot of things that they done that I didn't want to see done. That was done in free agency. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel though, if you took a swing at Milton Williams and your first swing was took for DK Metcalf, meaning you don't feel, and I'm gonna say it, y'all, you don't feel 100% confident in this wide receiver room. I'm sorry, but you went out there and tried to get DK Metcalf. You didn't go out there and try to get, you know what I'm saying, a running back. You didn't go out there and try to get no safety. You went out there, your first swing, you went out there to try to get DK Metcalf. So I don't know what that tells anybody else, but what that tells me is that you was looking for a number one option wide receiver. Ah, but go ahead. A lot. I know D'Angelo said because I'm gonna get back to another point right here. But go ahead,
Yeah,
Lottie.
yeah.
What that tell you on
Uh, th-
draft night?
well, well,
Cause I'm
that
looking at
tell
some numbers. That's why I ain't saying something. But
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. That tells me that hey, they're not satisfied with the room. They had an idea, feeling like what they did on the off season, as far as defensively, was good enough. So there's a possibility that they could go. They were trying to get it in the off season, adding that receiver. They wasn't able to do it. So
Uh
there's
huh.
still a possibility that they might try to do this at the eighth pick tomorrow night, brother.
Okay. Okay. That's what I'm saying, brother. Because I'm looking at this. This is what I was trying to do. Y'all, like I said, I'm still driving. But DK Metcalf came into the league in 2019. So for them years, I'm gonna just go ahead and read out his stats. Year one, 900 yards. Year two, 1,300 yards. Three, 967. Year four, 1,048. Then he topped that up with another 1,114. And then last year with Geno, 992. You see what I'm saying? You had one receiver in Adam Thielen, and see them yards that DK have. Some of them is explosive plays. Would y'all agree?
Yes,
Yeah,
He
sir.
goes
yeah,
down the field.
yeah, yeah. Oh
He
yeah, yeah.
you go down
Yeah,
the
yo,
field
yeah,
with DK.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You go downfield with DK
You,
for
you,
damn sure. Yeah.
you go down the field with DK because the boy got tracks, the world class track star
World
speed.
class. Yeah, yeah. That boy got world class speed. Yeah.
World class. I'm gonna say it one more damn time so y'all can hear me. World class track star speed, explosiveness, second gear, whatever the fuck y'all want to say. Gets behind the defense. He can do it. You tried, you swung, you missed. You went out there to go get DK Metcalf. So I don't know where all this Jalen Walker and all this other talk is coming from because the first thing that the Panthers did was try to go out there and get a ex receiver with world class track star speed that gets behind the defense that creates matchup problems with his big ass size, his world class speed, and he gets behind the defense. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
I hear you go. Can I say something to that?
Yeah, yes, sir. Please do.
Because I hear everything that you're saying. That is that, and you're absolutely right about that. We did the first thing we tried to do was go out there and get DK. But can I say that maybe it was because Canales knows DK and has a relationship with him? Not saying that we don't need a receiver because I do. We most
Okay,
definitely need a receiver. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? But
okay.
I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, we're going receiver in the first round. We going receiver. Second round, yeah, we going receiver. But first round, we ain't going receiver. You know, can I hip you to the rumor that I'm hearing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. It's draft E. It's draft
Okay,
E.
Let's
Please.
talk
okay,
about it. Let's talk about it.
let me tell you what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing that we in love with Jalen Walker, but we might not be able to get Jalen Walker. What they saying right now is goddamn the Raiders in love with him and the motherfucking Jets in love with him. So we might lose out on Jalen Walker. We might not even get him. You know what I'm saying? But they say we in love with him. You know what I'm saying? But we might not be able to get him. And if we stay at 8, the pick gonna be Michael Williams. That's what the fuck I'm hearing. So that's why I'm scared. That's what I heard from Todd McShay. You know, he still, even though he ain't on TV no more, he still got his connects. You know what I'm saying? And they say we might take Michael Williams at 8, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's worthy of a fucking eighth overall pick. Hello?
That would also imply that they got an idea of what they want to do. Do y'all agree that they know what they want to do, or do you feel like it's up in the air? They really don't know what they
Well,
want
well,
to do.
well
I mean,
I
I
think
heard about them
what
trying
we
to move
want, what
back.
they want to trade back. They do want to trade back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
that's
I
There you
if
heard
go.
that.
if
There you go, D'Angelo. This is where
huh?
I'm at. This is where I'm at. You just hit the nail on the motherfucking head. Okay, a trade back scenario that gives you time. You may even get another pick or two or something like that. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You don't
Hmm.
have to say. See, I'm about what Logic getting ready to say. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But if you sitting there with and y'all, I'm treading lightly when I say this because a lot of people gets mad with me when I say stuff like this about Dan Morgan or I say stuff about this. Y'all act like Canales got all this say so. They might ask Canales this, that, but y'all got to understand Canales is green. Y'all seen him sit his monkey ass on in that corner the last motherfucking draft. He might be sitting at. They might let his monkey ass sit at the table this year. They might let him sit at the grown folk table this year. You understand what I'm saying? But his monkey ass was sitting in that corner last year. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the motherfucking draft and see where the fuck he was. So they might let him at the table this year. So anyway, that gives you picking at the top 10 and you don't know with all this talent, all the talent I see, all the college football that I watch, shit, I can show you 4 motherfuckers right now that deserve that 8 pick for this team. For this team. Because this team, whether if y'all like it or want to admit it or not, this team needs a lot on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball. You think it's a finished product. The offensive line ain't finished because you don't have a certified center. So tell me that. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Oh no,
No, you ain't
you
lying.
right, and you need a replacement for Moten. You need a replacement for Moten coming up.
Okay. So tell me logic line. So somebody tell me logic line. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
You ain't got your
Oh,
your right
but not
tackle
even
on.
that. Not even that. Goddamn it.
Tell me line.
They don't even want. They might not even want to give Icky his 5th year motherfucking option. So shit.
Okay? Tell me D'Angelo line. Tell me D'Angelo line. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because that's it. And I told motherfuckers this right here the other day. See, man, fuck it. This draft fee. I was going to be light to tomorrow. But see, you bring it out of me. Y'all bring it out of me. You understand what I'm saying? I was going to tread lightly, but I can't do it. Y'all know I can't do it. Y'all go ahead, man. Like and subscribe. Don't bring that bullshit in here. Y'all know what time it is. But look, this is what the deal is. You just said it. I was talking about it earlier. Fuck around, cause you keep getting excuses after excuses after excuses. We win, cause I got us predicted to win maybe anywhere from another 5 to 7 games. But guess what? Guess what? Everybody gonna tell me. One more game, I guarantee you they're gonna say that's improvement. Well, they played a little better. They did this. Ikemi Kwanu last year, I think he gave up what 1 to 3 sacks or some shit like that. What he was credited for?
Yeah, something like that.
Huh?
Something
Huh?
like that.
But if you hear these other motherfuckers tell it, he played like shit. I guarantee you, I ain't even looking at it. I guarantee you he's over 80, right? On his rating. He gotta be. Giving up one, he gotta be. That's a certified starter. But time come to pay that man. What some of these motherfuckers gonna say? Huh?
That's
He
too
don't deserve
much.
the
That's too.
money. I'm
He
not
doesn't
gonna
see
pay
that.
him.
That's too much. Right.
All this shit, he ain't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in the fucking book. Everything in the book. You see what I'm saying? So how in the hell do you expect to build a team when every time you're making excuses for the QB, excuses for the coach, excuses for the general manager? These are the people that's at the top. I keep giving you, I say, management, management organization, the same thing. GM, head coach, quarterback. If you ain't in lock and step with that right there, you got a problem. And every fucking time. And who do we always give excuses about, y'all? Who is the excuse train always running for? One of them 3 or 4 motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Tied up, bruh. It's got to stop. At some point in time, it's got to stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But hey, it's draft fee. I ain't gonna take it off. What do y'all boys see? What do y'all boys think? What's gonna make it a brighter day around this mother?
Brighter day. If we get Jalen Walker. You ain't gonna hear a fucking peep out of me.
So
Get
that
Jalen Walker. I'm good.
Damn, that's where you at. Read
That's
the
where I'm
money. Read the money for me, Logic. Read the money for me. Logic might be on the other end. Let me look.
oh, hold on. Let
Can,
me see
can
if
you
I
see it? Can y'all? Cause I'm driving, y'all. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry
can
about that.
let me
Can
see.
you get it, D'Angelo?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. CJ Hill, motherfuckers paid Morig more than Javon Holland. Appreciate for
Well,
that super chat, CJ Hill, for that 199. Yeah.
we appreciate that, CJ. Appreciate that, buddy. I forgot. Hey, y'all. Bear with us. Bear with me for a little bit. I'm gonna be finished up in a little bit driving, and I be able to get to everything. I be able
I
to
can
read
see it right now, go, cause I'm in Chicago, right, and it's damn traffic,
okay.
so I'm going slow, so I can see him now.
I be able to highlight y'all a little bit more. But y'all stay active in the chat right there. Y'all stay active in the chat. Y'all know what time it is, man. But anyway, look at it. When you keep being on these players like that, and I'm the most critical of some of everybody. But let's use Ike Kwando since we own him. The boy has played good at left tackle since the time he got there. Now he had last year or his sophomore year where he had the sophomore slump, right? He
Right.
bullshitted. And he admitted to y'all, I sat there and tried this on talent, skate around on talent alone. And he seen, hey buddy, this ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't college
He
no
come
more. You
back.
ain't you ain't you ain't just gonna be bigger than everybody else and be able to bully him, but
There
That's
you
right.
go.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. And he told y'all. Now, you seen the growth of him the first year. I think he had a 91. So he come in just like D'Angelo just said. And he on pretty skill and this and that, being big as a motherfucker, playing grown man ball. He held his own. Next year, niggas knew he was there and they came at his ass. You know what I'm saying? And he told y'all, I guess he said, I didn't prepare, I didn't practice, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I was living a dream as a professional football player. He got his ass handed to him. You understand what I'm saying? He comes back year 3. And like I said, I don't know his rating, but I will have his rating in a little while. As soon as I stop and I'll see where he's at. But I guarantee you it's in the 80s. Probably high 80s, mid 80s. You understand what I'm saying? So from a 91 to an 80, and I know he was piss poor year before last. But the whole goddamn line was. But then I'm not gonna make excuses for him saying he didn't have another guard beside him. I ain't gonna do that. He played like shit. But he come back the next year and motherfucking redeemed himself. Now, if your QB don't do the same thing, what you gonna say about that? What do y'all say about that? Because he's going into year 3. He played like shit the last 2 years. People want to say 5 games last year, but hell, when I look, we played 17.
uh,
Last time I
somebody.
looked, we played 17.
Damn
Fuck
right.
them 5, and the 2 you talking about he went toe to toe with somebody you didn't win them. So am I
Mm-hmm.
hard on a nigga? No, I ain't hard on no nigga that made 30-some million dollars. How the fuck can I be hard on a nigga? So I mean, what y'all think, man? Y'all tell me. Y'all boys tell me.
You talking about with
Nah,
Bryce?
that's
Go ahead, Lodge.
No,
with Icky. With Icky. Yeah, that's hey,
yeah,
that's real. At the end of the day, that's fair. Everything you said is fair. You got a full assessment. I mean, he
Yeah.
took credibility for himself as far as him not taking responsibility. And hey, I'd say I'll take this a little bit more serious. This ain't college. So
there you
yeah, it
go.
is what it is. You got to go back to the drawing board.
hmm
I
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that he took it personal. You know what I'm saying? He took that shit personal, and he came
as,
back a better man.
as he was supposed to. As
Yeah.
he was supposed. He played like shit. He stood on that damn podium as a man and told y'all I played like shit. I sat there and bullshit. Which that's what happened. That's how you fall into a sophomore slump. All
Yep.
us on here play ball. That's how you do. I'm the man. I'm walking around
Yep.
town. I'm the man. I'm high recruit. Shit. I go in the weight room. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. I'm running after bitches coming at me the whole nine. I got this
Yep.
money now. You know, everything that come with it.
Facts.
And football is supposed to be your first priority, and it becomes a second, third, maybe even a fourth. And
Yep.
then it shows on that field on Saturday and Sunday. And that's when you got a problem, my friend. That's when you got a problem. But it's
Yep.
draft eve, y'all. It's draft eve. And I'm just talking about some of our high draft. Ike Aquano, Bryce Young, J.C. Horn, Derek Brown. You know what I'm saying? These are guys who were picked in those positions that we gonna pick at like number eight, number eight, number six, 16. You know what I'm saying? All kind of, first round guy. Even if you want to say it's able to get, even if it was a 32 trade pull up, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. All these fellas that I just named, they got to step up. Even Derek Brown that got hurt last year didn't play as much. He still got to step up on that defense as a leader of that defense.
Yeah,
Jesse
that's
Horn
another
just
one
got
that
back.
people ain't talking about, bruh. He just came off a
Huh?
major injury. We hoping and praying that him coming back, he hit the ground running and get back to what we know of him right now. We don't know if that's
Right.
gonna happen.
hmm
We can hope.
Well, he did an interview today, and he said he was rehabbing because he keeps saying now he don't even know when it happened. You know what I'm saying? During that part of that game, he like he said he felt it more on Monday. I guess it gradually got worse and worse overnight. You know what I'm saying? After you sleep on that shit, you know what I'm saying, starting to tighten up, and then he could really
Well,
feel
up,
it when he got
tighten
up to
up.
move that. Well, yeah, yeah. So, uh, he said, hell, he didn't even know what had happened to Monday morning, but he said the day after the surgery, you know what I'm saying, he was rehabbing. So, from what he says, which that's on the podium, once again, he said he's straight, Logic.
All right. Well, let's get back to it then. He can be healed, but we all, like I said, everybody on here done played ball. We all know how it go when you come off an injury, man. Hey, sometimes it ain't really physical; it's more mental than anything.
That you got that right. But from him saying, I don't even really know what happened or whatever, I can say the mental part might be more of, okay, let's just say he really don't know when it happened or how it happened. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So he's not, let's say, saying, well, I don't want to make that move again or that cut again, or you know what I'm saying, or throw it out there like that. That's how I hurt myself the last time. You know what I'm saying? More
Yeah.
of what you're thinking, Logic. I
Mm-hmm.
feel pain when I make this move, or
Uh-huh.
I'm not fully recovered when I make this move. So I'm not going at full speed because I'm thinking about how this thing feels. I'm hoping that he is recovered like he said he is, y'all. And we get the same Derek Brown or even a better version of Derek Brown when he hits that field. That's what I want to see. Because to me, the Bobby Browns of the world and the God knows, why can I never remember that? The boy that come from Kansas City, fuck, y'all
Turk,
help me in the
Turk,
chat.
Turk, 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 Turk. They call it. I
Yeah,
can't count it, but Turk.
but those guys are gonna need, because I still say they're rotational players. They're the help. Derek Brown is the big dog. So with those rotational players, those help, they're gonna need the big dog in there at full speed. You seen it last year with Jarrett, Verse, and Fisk. See, y'all guys got to watch these other teams, man, in the league.
Yep.
Jarrett Verse and Fisk, along with Young. and some of them other guys that were rookie and second year players started to emerge. And you go back and look at LA. People thought LA in that division wasn't even gonna be heard of. They
Right,
was looking for San Francisco and Seattle
right. I
to go
one
over
of
there and dominate that West. By week 8, after the trade deadline and shit, you start to see them boys. Oh shit! And then you're looking at Fist and Verse. Damn, rookies of the year. You see what I'm saying? Damn, damn,
yep.
damn. That defense is tenacious. Damn, damn. Then what you got? Playoff contenders. Playoff contender. But the young boys started to emerge, and then you had a Bobby Brown and all those guys who were just there. Now tell me I'm lying once again.
Nah, that youth came in and showed their tails, and so coach made it. Hey, let me go and get this dead weight out of the way.
Yeah, because they didn't re-sign them. If they were so much, they wouldn't be Carolina Panthers right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell you, like I said, I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. His name will start being in my brain in a little while. But the dude from Kansas City is probably only here because of damn Brent Tillis. You know what I'm saying? Relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. And I done said it. And y'all will see it come pass again, just like I said before years prior about these moves that they made. When I say it, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% or whatever, this and that. I'm human. I make mistakes and be like, well, damn, well, he surprised me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you like it is. Be good. Can be good? Can you hear me? Your mic must not be on. Be
Mike,
good if you muted.
yeah, he must be muted.
He must be muted. Check your mic and everything. Be good. We can't hear you. But come on back. Be good when you get a chance. But y'all, free agency and the draft. Okay, how do you think everything looks as of right now? Not not even worrying about who y'all thinking. You know what I'm saying is going to be the next guy. How do y'all think free agency and the draft came out since we already looking at free agency? What do you think about free agency? Did you think it helped? Well, of course it helped us. But do you think let me I ask a question like that. Do you think it moved the needle for us in a major way? What about you, D'Angelo? D'Angelo, what about you, Logic?
Nah, not in no major way. We got some depth pieces. Unfortunately, they're probably going to be starters in some of our spots. But, I mean, I wasn't jumping for joy off our offseason. I didn't think enough was done. I think we missed on some people, and I think we overpaid at some spots. But
Mm-hmm.
that's just my take on it.
Damn. What about you, Be Good? Still can't hear you, Be Good. Popping. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What about you? What do you think? Did it move
I
the
don't.
needle?
I mean, we ain't on a full tank. We definitely ain't that. Uh, have we improved? I think we have improved. I think, um, but I'm not really. I'm like Logic. I don't see. I see two starters out of that free agency: More Rig and
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Brown. That's what I see. But am I completely upset with the free agency all season? No, because we had a lot of, I mean, doodle backup players. I mean, we did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just, and I think that this is a upgrade from having deep backups to now I could say we somewhere between a C plus to maybe a B if somebody changed my mind as far as off of
Mm,
the NFL play. So that's just where I'm at with it right now. But you know, after the draft, we'll be able to really break this down to see if the needle is being pushed any further. But right now, we ain't on E. That's all I can say. We ain't on E. We can travel a little bit. How far? No, no.
okay. And you know what? I can sit there and agree with you though, Pop. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can sit there and say this. I'm not sitting there because the moves needed to be made, right? Y'all know we couldn't stop the run. Couldn't stop the run
Mm-hmm.
for shit last year. Okay. Um, we had a lot of injuries. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not the one to say, and I look at, see, this is the thing. I look at things when I even say we had a lot of injuries. And I say to myself, excuse. But when I do say we had a lot of injuries, if I'm talking about any team in the league, right? And I say they had a lot of injuries. Now, that's an excuse that I will accept. But injuries happen, especially in football. You're supposed to have backup. You're supposed to have depth that can come in and play. Because how in the hell can you be a coach, a general manager, or something like that, and sit here in these we it's voluntary OTAs right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you you sitting there watching these guys. The whole coaching staff supposed to be out there with their arms folded and clipboards and shit like that. If you see a nigga that's trash, right? Why in the hell is he still on this team to training camp, past training camp, and make the 52, 53, 70, whatever man roster? Why is he on this roster?
Because
Sometimes,
because
sometimes,
Why?
bro, sometimes it's about that money. Sometimes about that contract you sign.
yep, that's true. Money too, but we have a problem that I totally disagree with. Go. We have a problem with falling in love with a personality instead of production.
That too, pop.
I because just remember, just 2 years ago, what was Scott Fritter saying? Man, he's old country boy. He rides horses. He fishes. He hunts. I really like him. And it was Jonathan Mingo, right?
Hmm.
Jonathan Mingo turned out to be pretty trash. So then what we do?
But
We fell in love with his able again.
but Pop, that
That
goes once again to what D'Angelo just said. Now
hmm
you you sit there, and even I would do this right here.
But that wasn't money
If
though, go.
I
This that
if
you know what
I
I'm saying?
but no, but hold listen to me. If I spend a first through a third round pick on somebody,
hmm
I'm at least get him, and I'll see if
They at
y'all
least got
agree.
2 years.
3 years.
They got 2 years. They got at least 2 years.
I say
A first round pick.
I say three.
Well, it depends on how
But
trash you is. If
yeah,
you just trash, now, it happens very, very rarely. But
but why
they
you
ain't
okay? Why the fuck is you here and I spent a second round pick on you if you that trash? Me, I shouldn't
because
even
that's a
been looking at you though, D'Angelo.
right.
I fucked
You're
up
right.
for
I
real.
agree. You're right. I agree. But it happens. You know what I'm saying? That shit. How it be happening? I don't know. To this day, I don't know. But it
I
does
don't
happen.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
understand that
this
shit. You
right
know
here,
what I'm saying?
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm really saying about this right here. Now, if I don't, and then again, it's just like D'Angelo just said or whatever. I don't understand how you could be that trash and we fell in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Or
Because they fall
Mm-hmm.
in love.
I
They fall
understand.
in love with personality. Go. They ain't
They,
looking at
they
the skill set.
That's true, Pop. And then they fall in love like Q and Goat with that jersey. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say you Goat, but goddamn Q. They fall in love with them jerseys. Who they came, what college they came from, the Georgias
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
true.
Yeah, that
That's
that
true.
that be a lot to do with it too.
But just go back to what I was saying earlier. If y'all looking at the lineup right now, honestly, now again, this is the number 8 pick, top 10 now.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the guys y'all looking at right now, you honestly feel like worthy, truly worthy of the 8th overall pick?
No,
You want
hell
you
no,
want you
hell
want me
no.
to be truly honest, Logic? No,
No.
No,
I'm
right, Pop. No.
I'm not hyped.
Okay, how can y'all
I'm
say
not
that?
hyped because
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
where I think hold on, where I think we're picking at and where I think players are going to be gone at is a difference. Because like I think a Mason Graham would be good for a number 8 pick. I
Yeah, but
do,
he gonna be
but he
higher.
gonna be
Mason
gone.
Mason
So
gonna be higher. Yeah.
right, so I gotta look. Okay, who's behind that? I'm not that excited, but who I would personally take. A lot of people are gonna disagree on because my mindset is I'm not looking at players as far as what school they went to. I'm taking that into consideration too, but I'm looking for production. We have not
Right,
got a
right,
guy with
right,
production in a long time.
right,
So
right,
I want personally a Donovan Ezaraku. Why?
right,
Because what we did in the free agency was we went and got a lot of skill set guys who helped stop the run. This is a
right,
defensive draft, but we don't have an
right.
edge rusher. When Wano comes off the field, who's gonna fill in his place?
Preach, Pop.
Out.
Preach.
So that's why I want a Donovan Ezaraku because he can set the edge and he's good at what? Getting to the
After the
quarterback.
quarter. Right. And
Now, but
that's
I got to hope if we get a Jalen Walker that he can get to the quarterback because he only had 6 sacks. So
right.
when I look at Jahad Campbell, I was looking at this the other day. He had 5 sacks. So what's the difference between Jahad Campbell and Jalen Walker to me? But when I look at Donovan Ezaraku and a Mike Green, okay, now we in the same ball field.
Yeah, that's
Right,
why they looking at Mike Green
right.
because of his numbers. But I mean,
But hold
I
on,
got
No,
but
no, no,
other
no, no,
than
no, no,
but hold on,
not just
Logic,
numbers. Go
Logic,
ahead.
you watch tape, and we understand that he got in trouble and stuff. But besides the problems, like as far as him can't keep his hands to himself in his pocket,
yeah,
even when we seen him over the summer when he went to the college tryouts, I forgot what it's called, the bowls. They were trying out all the players. Everybody come out.
Senior
He
Bowl,
was
Senior Bowl.
he was dismantling guys, bro. He was dismantling
But
guys.
but
Five
see, and
star guys.
that's what happens. That's why I don't get these fucking GMs and these motherfucking decision makers and the goddamn. I don't. It's right there in your face, but they fall in love with these big college player guys. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if we take Michael Williams, the boy ain't fucking worth a eighth overall pick. He's not. The boy ain't got no bend to him. He looked good in his uniform because he's big as hell. He looked the part, but that boy don't man that shit he ain't produced, man. That's a red flag to me, man. It's a red flag. I'm just saying. I give me the Mike Green, give me the Donovan, the Donovans, give me the motherfuckers that make plays and produce. I don't want all this fucking project shit. That's how GMs lose the job. Getting too fucking cute when the shit right there in front of your face.
Yeah. I think Michael Williams, my comp, and everybody gotta agree. I feel like it's Clowney, Davion Clowney. That's what I
Right.
see.
That's you absolutely that's what he is. He'll never be a motherfucker that's gonna get sacks. That's not him. He don't he's not him. He's a good run stopper. You know what I'm saying? But to draft that man at 8, hell no. Now you telling me we trade back and to 20 somewhere and we get him, I ain't gonna be too mad. But taking him at 8, that's just not it. And like you said, Pop, and I like Jalen Walker, but I don't really think he's worth the 8th overall pick. I think, and the thing about him, the reason why I like him because he's versatile. I know he could be an off-ball linebacker. If he don't work out at edge, okay, fuck it, we can move an off-ball linebacker and never think about it again. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know about him, so that's why I like him. You know what I'm saying? But all these other motherfuckers, we passing up Mike Green. Like I said before, we gonna make a mistake. I guarantee you, when whoever get Mike Green in a year or two from now, when that boy is fucking balling and getting double digit sacks, we're gonna say, "Damn, we could have had him." I'm gonna say, "I told you, motherfuckers."
What if that boy? You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting ready to say.
What?
What if that boy got a charge on him in a year or
Oh,
two?
now yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Now go. That's the only red flag
You
with
see what
him.
I'm saying?
You
Because
right.
see,
Yeah,
that's why they
yeah.
gonna look at it. And that ain't
That's
no
true.
red flag. That's an elephant in the motherfucking room.
You're right.
Because it
You're right.
happened
That's
in
a
high
problem.
school, and then it happened again
Right.
in Virginia, and he had to carry his ass to another damn school. Now
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm not sitting there saying at the Reese Senior Bowl. coming from Marshall, and he had production in Virginia. And I'm not saying that the recent Senior Bowl doing those skills that Pop was talking about, not in the game, doing those skill drills that he was playing, that he was dominating people in skill drills. So I'm not taking nothing from him, but character issues when you get ready to hand somebody anywhere from 30 to $15 million from being a top 10 pick. I think it's what number 10, and then it starts to climb. What is it? It starts at like 37, almost 40 mil, and then and
Mm-hmm.
keeps going down. What is it? Like
Mm-hmm.
the number 10th or 11th guy getting what about 18 mil, something like that, 20 something, whatever.
Yeah.
But look, bro, that's an elephant in the room. Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
And it
Yeah,
didn't
I
happen
agree with that.
once, it happened twice.
Right.
Twice.
Right. I'm just going,
Now
but I'm
hand
just
me
talking about
finish him
just
with
on the
Dabo.
field. I'm just talking about on the field, go. That's all I'm talking about. You're right,
Okay,
because that
okay,
is a
okay.
flat, right?
And I'm giving it to you, but I'm just telling y'all why you may not do something like that for a guy like
Mm-hmm.
that. And
Mm-hmm.
especially when you got other players at that same skill set right there. Cause and I keep saying it, I done said it and I said it. This draft is jam packed. Jam packed. So I don't think you miss on Mike Green and you start crying. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I see another guy without the character issues that's just as good.
Ain't
Might have
they
not
saying the
had
same?
17 sacks.
Ain't they saying the same stuff about James Pierce too?
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now he really, but the thing about Mike Green, they say he good. They say everything checked out with him. So they say he good to go. He ain't get no charge. They say he good to go. But now James Pierce, his issue is they say the people he hang around. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to get from around the people that he hanging around.
So him being from
So he got
Charlotte,
a
you
bad.
might not want him
Yeah,
in
so he
Charlotte.
might not. He
Yeah, you
might
don't
not need to
want.
come
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Carolina.
yeah. He's smart.
You
Yeah, you
might
don't
not
need to come here.
want him.
God
Yeah,
dang.
you don't want to bring him
Huh?
home. You don't want to bring him
You might
home.
not want to bring him home. You might not want to
Yeah.
bring him home. You might have a
Mm.
goddamn problem. And that was one of my guys from the jump, y'all.
Mine
Y'all
too.
know that.
Yep, mine.
That was one
Yep.
of my guys from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hold on, I got a phone call. Y'all boys go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Y'all hold it down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but like I was saying, y'all, man, the two players that I just don't want is number one, Shamar Stewart. Man. Stay the fuck away from him. You tell me you drafting him in the third round, okay, I ain't gonna be mad about it. But you taking him in the first round, that's just fucking asinine to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hello, anybody else? Oh, I guess I'm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I get it,
Oh,
bro. Listen, at the end of the day, them character issues, they are not about to ignore that. They gonna drill them boys as much as they can to figure out if something's in there. To give me a reason not to mess
right,
with you.
right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got regardless of how at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Regardless of how talented the player is, that character shit is very, very, very important. Man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be you can't if you a fool broke. Lord have mercy, what you gonna be with money in your damn pocket? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but other than that, with Mike Green, man, you know what I'm saying? I would love for us to take Mike Green if he everything check out with all that shit with some bullshit. I ain't got no problem with Mike Green.
Well, this is the thing with Mike Green, man. That, like you said, if that checks out, I still think there's better players out there than Mike.
No,
Like I
not
said,
an edge rusher. Not an
yeah, I
edge
was
rusher.
looking at
Go. Other than maybe
no,
Abdul Carter. Other than that, ain't a soul in this draft a better edge
no,
rusher than Mike Green. But maybe
no.
Donovan Izaraku. Them three right there. Ain't you? I don't. Nobody else. Who
You
better
got Donovan
than
Man, y'all got to stop this shit. Donovan Edgeruku he's like a top 20 on the board. I mean, if y'all, one thing you got to go by, right? Now, these people who put these grades up here, they don't do it for no damn reason.
And they be
So let's
wrong
start
every
at,
year. But they wrong
well,
every
let's
year,
start,
right or wrong.
okay. So, but okay, think about this. Think about this. You, me, and some of these other people up here talking, we do not have the resources, or we do not have all the
The
data
resource.
compiled and
Hold,
everything that they
hold
have
on, I push
to
back, Joe. I push back. Yeah, we do. We got the
okay,
same
go
resource
ahead.
they got. And you know what that
No,
is?
you don't. No, you
Yeah,
don't. No, you
yeah, you
don't.
do. Yeah, we got eyeballs, right? We got eyeballs just like they got eyeballs. That's the
Okay,
only
yeah, they use
resource
the
we need.
eye test, but it's other shit too. It's work ethic. So
I mean, yeah,
you go
okay,
if
okay,
you
yeah,
go to
yeah, you're
that
right. Yeah,
fucking
you're right about
school
that. Yeah,
and talk to the motherfucker to the coaches and shit like that, the position coach, the damn underlist coach, and everything to see what that boy be doing after practice. If that nigga,
right,
if
right,
you got to tell that nigga, hey man, go get an ice bath, and then that nigga sitting there playing around, he ain't doing treatments and he coming late to meeting rooms and shit like that. Come on now, that
okay.
goes on
I
that
mean, yeah,
grade.
okay, yeah, right, right. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm just saying talent wise. But yeah, you're right about that. You're right.
Yeah. So, but see, we got to look at this thing as a whole. And see,
Yeah,
so for me, I'm talking, this is draft eve now, D'Angelo. This is draft eve.
yeah,
For me,
yeah.
I take a lot when I look at these grades and these ratings. I didn't, they took their time and compiled it. They didn't do this
Mhm.
shit for no reason. You understand what
Right.
I'm saying? So if I tell
Hmm.
you that such and such is better than Mike Green, now, like you said, now I'm gonna go back and look at the tape and use, like you said, them eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? And if I
Hmm.
say, well, god damn, such and
But
such played against Will Johnson and dogged his ass, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I can't find the comparison to Johnson that Mike Green played against, except for
Hmm.
maybe in Virginia or somewhere like that, too, and maybe he didn't have that production. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or y'all
Right.
know how some of these schools, Dr. Me and Logic talk about it all the time. How they doctor up their schedule and shit like that, and paying these teams for games and all kind of shit like that. You know why they doing it? Because they want to stay in the top 25 and they want to be competing for national championship.
Right.
So we're gonna get here in a little while, and we ain't even gonna be able to look at the big schools and say, well, hell, they played against it. Because they ain't going to be played against each other maybe once on the schedule, or two or three teams in the SEC that's supposed to be the big time conference and all that shit. So that now we're going to be scratching our head all up and down the board. So then we
Hmm.
got to go by these numbers.
Hmm.
Because a lot of them games ain't even going to fucking matter. Because some of them going to be damn, they're going to be staged.
Right.
As far as that go. But I put a lot of stock in some of these scouting reports on some of these sites and shit that I look at, and some of these grades and things like that right here on Draft Eve. Then I go back to certain games and stuff like that, and I see this guy. And then you got to say the fit at Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the ultimate thing. Is he going to come in here and be able to play like he did when he played at that certain school?
Right.
Size wise, you know what I'm saying? This and that. We're looking
Hmm.
at, I don't like Jalen Walker for the Carolina Panthers because I don't think we have enough to say at 8 overall draft. To me, he's an off ball linebacker. I'm
To me,
sorry.
that
Y'all might
and
say,
I
well,
agree. Yeah, I agree with you. Go, I agree with you. That's that. And see, but that's why. That's the thing. I like. That's why I do like him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, and I say that's why you heard me say. I don't think he's worth the 8 overall pick though. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
I don't think he's the number 8. I don't think he's worth the 8 overall. And I like him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be mad if we take him, but I still think he's you know. But I think that with a lot of players. You remember when I was telling y'all last week, and y'all thought I was crazy. I said it's not a lot of blue chip players in this draft, and that's the thing. Fucking from 5 to goddamn 30, 40 are all the same goddamn level, damn near man. You know what
but
I'm saying?
but would you agree that these are some for us? For us now, we only talking about the Panthers. I could give a rat's baby. See, y'all don't never hear me say this all the time about the Falcons, about the whoever's, about the Eagles and this and that. This is draft Eve for the Panthers. I'm talking about
Right.
the Panthers getting a player in
Hmm.
here to
Hmm.
upgrade. whatever room. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I say this, I always say this draft is chock full, like you just said, of good players that will come in here for the Panthers
Hmm.
and upgrade that room. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like this right here. If y'all walk with me, okay. Say we didn't get Bobby Brown and the boy from Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Now I could have got a Kenneth Grant and a T.J. Saunders.
Hmm.
Would that not have upgraded Carolina Panthers defensive line?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I could have got Mikael Williams and T.J. Saunders.
Hmm.
I could have got Kenneth Grant and what's my boy Jack? What's that boy name? Landon Jackson.
Yeah.
Would that
Hmm.
not have upgraded the Carolina Panthers defensive line? Yes, the
Yeah.
fuck it would have. You see what I'm saying? I just threw three scenarios at y'all between tackles, edge rusher, and tackle. A nose guard. The first one was a nose guard with Kenneth and TJ as a three tech with Derek Brown, Ashawn Robinson. You could have got rid of Shy's ass and well you could have kept the Ray and the other and Crumley to see since they on rookie deals to see how that was gonna work. But see what I'm saying? And cut some more money.
Hmm.
And you still would have had them boys emerge because those boys' talent level are good enough to not have to pay those 2-year deals that you got in free agency. I'd rather for you to win on the offensive side of the ball, got your boy some more weapons, because now it's go or blow season for him. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So nobody can come in there and say, we as an organization did wrong by him. You didn't get him a wide receiver. You didn't get him a center. You didn't get him a this and that.
Well,
You could
go
have
check
spent
this
that
out.
money. Uh-huh.
Have you heard about the Jamison Williams situation?
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, man.
What,
I
what,
don't think that's
what
going to
about
happen.
well, if we were able to give them a third round pick, yeah, or but possibly because probably gonna cost us a second. If we was to give them about second round pick, because you know we're going to receive it anyway with that second pick. If we gave them about second pick, would you be upset with us trading for Jameson Williams that second round pick?
Not if it just costs the second. But if it costs a second, a player, or a future pick, or anything more than the fucking second, you can't afford to do it. Because you remember the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
day we
I
was
agree.
talking, I said, if you come out this month, we got 8 or 9 picks or whatever we got, and we only come out with 6. You remember we got in that discussion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We come out with
hmm
5 or 6 players, man, we losing. This
yeah,
team needs this team needs every bit of a player they can get, even probably those two um developmental players that you would probably get in
yeah,
the 6th and 7th round. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
You,
hmm
I say the 1 through 4 premium because that fourth round pick is high. You see what I'm saying? I always look at 1 through 3 as premium, but being that that 4 is a high fourth, you know what I'm saying? And you got 2 of them, I'd count that as a premium. So that's 4 potential starters right there. This is draft eve now, y'all. Let's talk draft. We talking draft. This is draft eve. So that's 4 potential starters. Then you take that I don't know exactly what number it is. Put it in the chat for me, y'all. That second, 4th round pick. That could be a good player as well. That guy should come in and do something for us. He shouldn't sit the bench the whole year. You feel me?
yeah,
He should come in and do something for us. If it ain't nothing but special team, good damn special team play, or some kind of rotational piece. That 5th and 6th and 7th player, you see what I'm saying? 2 of them should only be developmental. That 5th round
hmm
guy, he should be a rotational guy. So that's 6 players right there that I should be getting some production from, especially them first 4. D'Angelo, especially them first four.
I
But I
no,
should
I
be
agree.
getting some production.
I agree 100%.
So
I agree 100%.
motherfuckers, yeah. So for motherfuckers to sit here and be happy and say, "Well, I'll trade one of them fours away," you can't afford to. Not in Carolina
Yeah.
to move up and let the board fall to you. What you moving up for? Who you moving up for in the second round? Huh?
You said
If
who we
anybody
move up for?
said it, okay, cause that we got what 57, right? We got number
Yeah.
57 or some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. 57.
I
Uh
look
huh.
at that here and say it's 57.
It's
We
57.
got like number 57 that second round. Okay, so you picking from 8 to 57. So
Yeah.
everybody's getting a little antsy. I done heard this discussion, you know what I'm saying? All over the board. Well, man, that's a
Yeah.
long time to sit there and wait. That's a long time to sit there and wait. And y'all, I swear, I know the Panthers. They probably gonna do something like that. They probably gonna give away one of them fours to move up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
To move up.
Probably into
Yep.
like the 40s
Yep.
or some shit like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
bet. You better.
They
You better
probably gonna
bet your
do it.
sweet ass they gonna do it. Shit.
They
Ain't no
probably
way
gonna
they
do
gonna.
it.
You think they gonna be able to sit there, goddamn 49 picks go?
No, not the second day and get there early the second day. Nope, they're not gonna be able to do it.
Hell no.
They're not gonna be able to
Ain't
do
no
it.
way. Hell no, they ain't gonna be able
But
to do it.
once again, I asked the question: who do you feel that these motherfuckers got to have like that they moving up for? Now, it would be an edge rusher. It would be an edge rusher, especially
Well,
if
it
they
depends.
pick the
It depends. It depends. It depends if they don't go ahead in the first round.
yeah, if they don't go edge the first round, or if they pick that wide receiver the first round.
They not picking him. I tell you that enough. Ted ain't.
I don't. I,
we-
I'm
I
just.
think
I'm
it's going. If I'm telling you, it's gonna be Jalen Noel in that second round. If we go D and mark my goddamn word, go. We gonna if they get
okay.
on the run in that
Okay.
early second
Well,
round,
okay.
and,
Well, if they go DM, if they go Walker like Mel Kiper and all these motherfuckers who's wrong all the damn time is telling y'all that they gonna do,
mhm.
right? Then guess what? You know they gonna move up for a wide receiver then.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If a run happen on
Huh?
wide receiver, you
Well,
better
that's
bet your
automatic.
they, they trading up to get Jalen Noel. You can about bet
Okay.
that. I got you can about
Okay.
bet they're gonna trade him in the
Okay.
second round
You
to
see
get
what I'm
Jalen
saying?
Noel.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So then I look at it and I say this: if they get the wide receiver, then and just like you just said, if a run come on them edge rushers, just like and y'all done seen it happen. That's why we sitting there with D.J. Johnson's there. That's why we sitting there with D.J. Johnson. Tell me
Mm-hmm.
that didn't happen. Tell me I'm
Yep.
lying.
No hell no.
In the
You
third
no hell no.
round, they started around there and bullshitted, and then they say, "God damn, we got to give up one of these third round picks and move
Yep.
up."
Yep.
They done it before. I done sat here and seen them do it, y'all. And they fuck around, they gonna let history repeat itself. It's draft eve, y'all. Tell me if I'm lying.
You lying. You telling the truth. They there ain't no way. That's why I've been saying there's no way in the hell we leaving out of the draft with 9 players. It ain't happening.
See what I'm saying? See
We
what I'm
not
saying?
making 9 picks.
And,
Not happening.
and that's a damn shame, y'all. If you do, that's a damn shame.
Say what go?
That's why, and
Say
that's
what? Say
why,
that.
once again, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
hear
hear
you.
me, D'Angelo? Okay. I said that's
Yeah,
a
I can hear you.
damn shame. And that's why Dan Morgan was sitting there running his mouth, and I believe he pulled his whole card because he wants to
Hmm.
trade back so that he
Right.
gets an earlier pick in that second round.
Right.
Y'all, you see what I'm
Right.
saying? Do
Right.
y'all get what your wheels turning now? Is y'all
Yeah.
wheels turning now? If he
But that's
trade
why.
back, it won't surprise me.
Yeah. Hmm.
And if if,
That's
if,
the.
if he picks Tech, it won't surprise me at all.
It's gonna have to for us to take Ted. It's gonna have to be a lot of scenarios that happen. Ted ain't no ain't our main option. The only way we take Ted is Jalen Walker gone, Mason Graham gone, Mikael Williams gone, and we can't trade back. Then okay, maybe we might take Ted. Other than that, we ain't
There you
taking
go,
Ted.
Omar. There you go, Omar. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, D'Angelo, you swung, I'm going to say it again. You swung for DK Metcalf. off the gate soon as free agency opened up. So you wanted a wide receiver because your thinking was that you do not have an X receiver. Do you see the Minnesota Vikings first round looking for a receiver?
No, they
Did the
don't have
Minnesota
shit.
Vikings did the Minnesota Vikings go out there in free agency and hunt for a wide receiver?
Coach. They had Justin Jefferson and still took a wide receiver in the first round.
When?
They took Jordan Addison in the first round 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, after they already had the quarterback and they had this piece and that
But,
piece, you got the luxury to do that. But what I'm saying is, they didn't go out there in free agency and go hunting for another wide receiver because you already know you're gonna pay money in free agency for a wide receiver. Come on now,
yeah,
even if he's already done lost a little step and shit like that, you still gonna pay. I mean, like D Hop and some of them boys, they still getting paid good money
yeah,
in free agency. Come on
yeah.
now. Omar, what's
hmm
going on?
Goat, I was coming here because you said something, and I had some news for you, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. And I probably already know
What's
what
that?
you're gonna say. So you were mentioning trading back. Todd McShay, like how D'Angelo is saying, has his ear to the street still. He's saying that the Panthers are being aggressive and telling teams that, yo, you can trade up with us for cheap. We ain't even asking for a lot. That's how bad they
See,
want to trade
see,
back.
see what I'm saying? See what
Damn.
I'm saying?
That's from Todd
Are you
McShay.
serious?
I'm not
Oh,
lying. I'm not
See
lying.
what I'm saying?
That's from
that must have been the day. That must have been the day. He must just say this day,
Yeah,
Omar.
he
I
said
ain't
that
listening
See
today.
what
to
I'm
it.
saying?
He said
Okay, I
Carolina
ain't
is
from,
being aggressive and trying to shop that pick that, yo, you can move up into the top 10. Because all Dan really wanted is another second. He wanted early second or
That's
maybe
yeah,
what
an
he wanted,
early
an
yeah,
early
third.
second.
He
yeah,
wants somewhere late 30s to early 40s, maybe even early 50s. But at 57, he can't sit there. He just feel like
yeah.
there's going to be too much talent off the board. And so I think that's
Yeah,
definitely his plan. And really, he really has to wait till the board falls. He's not in a position like Cleveland or New York where a team can trade up. You maybe just want to wait till a team, maybe a team's top player is still there at 8, and you just try to hit that team over the head.
do
Hmm,
y'all see what I'm saying? Now,
hmm,
once again, I go back to the saying and say, tell me that I'm lying. Y'all see what I'm saying? Did y'all just
hmm.
hear what Omar said?
That's crazy, Omar. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, we willing to sell that bitch for cheap. But that ain't cheap though. I mean, if you get a second round pick, God damn it, I don't look at that
But
as necessarily cheap.
it all, and like I said, that's the market. Because sometimes, like say a team like Miami or the Cardinals, 13 or 16, if all they giving
Yeah,
you is 13 or 16 and another, just a second and maybe no future thirds or later thirds or fourth, in previous drafts, if the talent is really high, they got to give up those later picks.
yeah,
This year, it's
right.
looking
It
like
depends on
it's looking
right.
like a pick swap and then just a second, and that's all you get
Yeah,
compared to
yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
fourth or fifth or anything like that.
Right, right. That's what I've been trying to tell. Go. It is not. It ain't a lot of fucking gold jackets in this draft, man. It's a lot of starters. A lot of starters in this draft, but it ain't a lot of elite talent in this draft. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So
Yeah,
you wanna be able to eat that goddamn from like pick 10 all the way to the third round. You wanna have many picks as goddamn possible. But that's where the meat at. It's a lot of
yeah,
talent, and it
But,
ain't a
but,
big
but, but,
difference
but,
in talent either.
yeah, that's what I've been preaching though. But it's once again, D'Angelo, like I laid out. As long as this is what the draft is all about, as long as you can make your rooms better, you know what I'm saying? If there was a better
Yeah,
quarterback out there, if there was a better lineman out there, if there was a better whatever, if you can upgrade your room, you see what I'm saying? Tight end room, safety room, whatever. If you can upgrade that room, and don't even mention the cap space and all types of shit like that by having a rookie that can come in and play and give you valuable snaps. You can get rid of that high cost free agent or high cost guy that's coming in there next year. Now I ain't about like I'm saying, give people their money and all types of stuff like that. But if a guy got you pigeonholed or whatever over his contract, you can get that contract up out of there if you got a rookie or if you can upgrade that room. So it's not about, I told y'all before, draft positioning is draft position. To me, I don't give a fuck if it's 8. And if it's a center, if it's a safety, if it's an edge rusher or whatever, if it upgrades my room on this team, I got to go get him. That's the way I believe.
And I think that's why Dan want, because Dan know he got to get a safety high. Think about it. Dan know
Right,
he needs to get
right.
an edge
Mm-hmm.
and safety and wide receiver high. And by high I mean
High. Yeah.
first 3 rounds. Though in
Right.
whatever order that may be, you have to. You can wait on a corner. You can wait on a linebacker because you got Tevin Wallace and you just signed Rose Boom. So linebacker ain't a big need. It's a
Yeah.
long-term need for sure. But this year, for sure, you need another edge to develop in that room. You need a
You
starting
absolutely
safety.
right.
You need a young safety. Our last safety was Jamie Robinson. And before then, it was Rashawn Golden. I went back and looked at like, bro, why don't we have any safeties? It's because we be missing on safeties.
We
And it's
can
a
mention on
position
say,
that's over. It's so
but, but, but,
overlooked.
but look, Omar, and you know it pissed me off about the safety position. Other than we did bring in your boy from South Carolina, but the safety that they looking at is Jonas Sanker, and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you seeing in Jonas Sanker? When you got McCool, I'm not that big on Jonas Sanker. I think that's who they like is Jonas Sanker, but I'm like, that ain't the motherfucking safety that we need. We need a motherfucking ball hawking safety. You know what I'm saying? To go on the side of Morig, and Jonas Sanker ain't that dude. I mean, he's not bad, but he ain't that ball hawking safety that
Yeah,
I want.
you got to
He's
get
not what.
Winston or Makuba. Have to. Yeah, those are the
Right.
two. You have to get one of those two. Early second. And I think they could probably going to fall to the second, maybe the third. But I don't think they may not be there at 57. Or they may be there at 57, but then you may not be able to get your wide receiver from Iowa State. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think that's what
Mhm.
he knows he needs more early round picks. And so if we do pick at 8, we coming off them later picks. If we don't trade back, we definitely coming off them later picks to move back up.
Damn
Yeah, you
sure
go.
is.
You that's
Damn
that's
sure
what that's
is.
what me and that's what me and D'Angelo were just
Yeah.
saying. They're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
give up that fucking fourth to move up in the
If they
second.
don't, yeah, if they
You
don't get a
understand what
trade,
I'm
yeah,
saying? Because they're gonna get antsy.
yeah. And he may
And
even
then,
have to put that 57 into it, depending on how freaky he want to get it, how high up he want to go.
oh yeah,
If
he's
he
gonna have
want,
to do
Oh,
you're
that.
gonna have
He's
to
oh,
gonna
give
have
up
to
oh,
that
give
he
up
gonna
that.
57.
he gonna have to give away that 57,
He's gonna
Omar.
have
He
to give
got
up
to
that
get that up.
57. Baby,
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
he
they
gonna
I
have
just
to
know.
give
moving
us that.
up. You're gonna give up that fourth, and that's how you're gonna come out with less picks less players than you did picks going in.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna end up giving up that fucking fourth.
Yeah, if we
You got
don't
some money
trade
go.
back,
You got some
if
money
we
go.
don't
So that's
trade
right.
back, I think we may only be having 6 or 7 picks. If we don't trade back, 6 to
Okay, I
7
can see it.
picks,
Hold on, let me see.
because that means we got to give up 2 picks. We may have to give up 2 picks
Damn.
if we don't
Hmm.
trade back. Because I just wait until 57. That is horrible. Because
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
just be that would be horrible, man. Because that's
How
yeah.
just
is that?
talent.
How
That's
is
gonna
that?
be
How is that?
Go ahead. Yeah, that's gonna be torture for Dan and motherfucking Dave and them boys. It's gonna be torture. Watching all that
How,
talent fly off the board go.
but this is the thing. If you fuck up your first pick, right, at
Hmm.
number 8, so traditionally, let's say other teams, right, that say have a 8, I have now. I'm not even gonna get into why we picking at 57, right?
We good, man.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, no, we
Yeah.
good. We
Right.
good. We don't got to talk about it. We ain't got
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Right.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that. But Lord, thank you that we do got a second round pick. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the reason why we not picking traditionally in the ninth or the 10th spot going into the second round. You understand what I'm saying? So you already know that. Okay, now you sitting there at 57 on your own fucking accord. You fucked that up because you weren't even supposed to have a second round. You got that back last year. Okay, so now you just gonna have to sit on your hands, cause to me now you making the bad situation even worse
I see
by
what you're
giving up
saying.
that fucking fourth. You
Yeah.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Hmm.
this team needs every player that they can get to me.
But here's the thing: how I look at it, you got a 111 and 114. Do you really think you need both of those right there, or if you can
Yes,
move off
sir.
one of those? If you can
Yes,
move off one of
yes.
those to get something earlier, you're not doing it.
Okay. I said like this right here, Omar. What did you get in the fourth last year?
JT Sanders, I believe, off the
Thank
top
you.
of
Yep.
my
Man,
either
he
him or
a
Tevin
tight
Wallace.
end,
Yeah, it was
It
a
was
tight end. It was
JT.
tight
tight
end.
Yeah,
end.
it was JT.
It was JT. at the top of the fourth. I think at
Yeah.
101 or 104 or some shit like that. Well, whatever. But listen, I didn't think he'd be there. I did not think he was gonna be there in the first
I
round.
didn't either. Yeah, I didn't either. I thought he was gonna be the second tight
Now,
end off the board.
Yeah,
thank you.
I found out
Now,
about him after we drafted. He had some good tape. I can't lie. That was a good
now look
pickup.
at now look at this draft here, where a lot of offensive pieces and shit right there is gonna be falling around that time. That it was in another draft, they wouldn't even been there. Could be another running back. And don't y'all sit there and tell me that y'all wouldn't get another running back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want another running back. Ain't no that
Five,
that.
five,
I,
six, or
I,
seven. That's five,
Okay.
six, or seven.
that
How I
that
looked at this
that.
draft, I feel like there's certain positions you got to get by
Then
round.
Omar,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
You can
have
get a running
you
back.
better get
The running.
you
But the running back position goes is the deepest position in this draft. I don't think I ever seen a running back
It's going to
but
be some
but
fucking draft this
undrafted
deep.
gems for sure.
would
Right.
you rather have the fifth running back or the third running back off that board, or you rather have the damn 17th?
17th
It's
because
a
we don't
lot
need
of.
them.
It's a lot of. Yeah, we don't need
We
any
don't
running
need
back though.
them.
But it's a
You got
lot
Rico
of running
Dotto.
backs in this
You got
draft.
Rico and Chuba leading that room. You need somebody to develop just in case Jonathan Brooks don't turn out in a
What
year or two.
Right.
what Rico contract look like?
And that's why
He
it's a
just
What
1
1
year
Rico
year.
deal.
That's a one
contract?
It's
year
a one
deal.
year
That's a
deal.
one
It's a
year
1 year
deal.
deal. You
1 year
got
deal.
Chuba
It's
signed
a
up.
1 year motherfucking deal.
Okay, so
So
that's what.
what that
Yep.
mean to y'all? So what that mean to y'all with a 1 year with that 1 year? That's
That
a
hey,
placeholder.
he's a
Yeah. Right.
placeholder
He's
for
a
Jonathan
placeholder.
Brooks.
I
For
don't,
Jonathan
okay,
Brooks.
I'm not. Thank you.
No,
I
Maybe,
don't know.
okay, but
I
here's
don't
maybe.
the
know. I don't know.
no,
I don't
no,
know if it's a
D'Angelo, I
placeholder
got
for
him.
Jonathan
I
Brooks.
got him, D'Angelo. He's a placeholder for Jonathan Brooks. Now, say Rico Dotto's gone, and now it's going to be Jonathan Brooks versus your 17th running back this year, just in case Jonathan Brooks is
Right.
not that
Right.
guy
Right.
off of the
Right.
second
There you
ACL.
go.
That's how I look
Right.
at it.
That
It's a
that's
So
that's how I
placeholder
look at it
spot.
too.
so
That's how I look at it too.
come on, y'all good with the 17th running back? You know what I'm saying?
Go,
Out there,
go, go. Have you
like
looked at these running back? Go. I swear to God, go. The
I
running back
understand,
position
I
is
understand.
loaded, loaded, loaded. My
You
God,
can
it's
get
loaded. Go.
Devin Neal.
What
You can
I'm
get
saying,
Devin Neal in the fifth. Devin
Right.
Neal a dog.
You can get RJ Harvey in the fourth. I mean, God damn, go. I'm telling you, this running back goddamn class. Your boy out of Texas, Jaden Blue, you get that boy in the fifth, sixth round. This running back class is
Taj
fucking
Brooks.
loaded.
would y'all say after Omar, not Omar, damn, this is my boy, and I can't even remember Hamilton and Genty, right? Come off the
Uh huh.
board. What's the drop off?
Shit, ain't no drop because you
I would
still
say
got
Caleb.
Travion
I would
Henderson.
say Caleb
No,
Johnson. Yeah, Travion
no,
Henderson, Caleb
Travion Henderson.
Johnson.
Hey, hold on, Omar. You must ain't listen to Todd McShay the other day. Todd
I
McShay
forgot
said
he liked Travion. Yeah, he liked
Travion, no,
Travion.
not just him. He's saying Travion Henderson might go before Omar Tillman. Word on the street. Say everybody in love with Travion Henderson because he can block. He the best pass blocking running back in the draft. He's fast as hell and he can block. They say he probably don't be surprised if he go before your boy out of Carolina. That's how the stock has risen on Travion Henderson. That he probably
I
gonna
don't
go
think.
before.
I don't
I'm
think
just
so.
I'm just telling you.
Hamilton
That's what Todd said.
is I hear what Ty say. Hamilton the best. He to me he the best back. Y'all say Austin
I'm
because
not
this
gonna.
and that, Austin Gentry and this and this and that. And everybody gonna say Gentry, Gentry, Gentry. Yeah, once again, because the 1 year of production, but I mean, and he the truth. But I see them boys 1A, 1B. And I think the drop off might not be significant because yeah, that
It
running back
ain't.
room is
It ain't significant, Goat. I'm telling you, it ain't. It ain't. That drop off ain't as significant as you think it is.
so
Maybe because I agree with you. Your boy out of Carolina to me might be the best back. I'm not even gonna disagree with you on that. But I'm telling you, Travion Henderson ain't no sleep. Don't sleep on him. And Judkins too. Judkins is probably gonna be the fourth running back off the board.
okay, you say Caleb Johnson out of Iowa. That's what it was.
And Caleb Johnson. Yep. And Caleb Johnson out of Iowa. Them the top five running backs right there.
Top five running back. Top five running backs now. But if you had a chance to get Judkins, right? In the
Hmm.
fourth round. So that round off the top five running back. Y'all telling me y'all would not get him?
If you say that again now, you said,
If you had with one of them fourth round picks, y'all telling me
mm-hmm.
y'all wouldn't get him?
Who? Caleb
If
Johnson?
that's no Judkins.
Oh, I wouldn't. I
No,
would. I would wait. I would
no
wait. I would
John.
wait. I would wait, man. I would
Yeah, he
wait because
won't
I
be
like
there.
him.
He won't be there.
I like your boy out of Auburn, man. I like Hunter. Him too. It's a lot of fucking running backs, though. I'm just telling you,
But
man.
what I'm
It's a
saying,
lot of
they
fucking
got him
running
on.
backs,
He's on a big board
huh?
that say 50. One of the running backs is these backs is gonna start going sooner than y'all think. You got a team say like okay, say like God damn it, Trevor Lawrence now,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
They need another back over there, Jaguar. They could have a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see them even stepping up in the third round or something like that and get a back. They gonna be a run on running backs at some point in time in this draft. Cause just like y'all said, they
Yeah.
told you, I think there's about 50, 60 some odd backs. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
it's a lot of running back. It's a
In
lot
the
of running
draft.
back, though. A lot of good fucking running back. I have never seen a running back class this deep, man. God damn, boy, man, there's a lot of running backs in this class.
Cause
I'm
them
talking about
boys
good
say
ass
because
running
they,
back.
they they devalue the position, and a lot of them boys were like, "Fuck that shit, I'll stay in school."
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they got to come out. You know what I'm saying? Some of them fifth year
Yeah.
seniors.
Yeah.
That's what made them end up staying in school.
Mhm.
Now they're gonna come out. Some of them gonna end up being free agents,
Right.
undrafted free
Right.
agents.
But that's what Omar said. That's what he said. You're gonna be able to get a
Yeah,
goddamn good ass running back and undrafted this year.
and I understand that, but the talent got to drop off somewhere though, D'Angelo. And is it a significant drop off? That's all I'm asking
It ain't.
y'all. That's
But,
not,
but I'm
and
telling you though, there ain't a. I mean, okay, if you wanna say okay, Ashton Genty and motherfucking Omar,
Hamilton.
you
Uh-huh.
yeah, Hamilton. Yeah, if you want Hamilton and motherfucking Genty. If you want to say it's a drop, it may be a slight little drop off after those two. You know what I'm saying? But after that, and I'm just saying slight. After that, man, it ain't really no drop off, man. I'm just telling you, it's whatever you like, whatever fucking flavor you like though with these running backs, whatever you like,
Okay.
they got it. Whatever flavor you like,
And,
goddamn it, it don't goddamn matter.
and let's say this, okay? And y'all know this in the NFL. That back got to have that breakaway speed. You know what I'm saying? He got to be able to
Mhm.
have that awareness to get to that second level and then be able to
Mhm.
motherfucker turn it. Okay. So you only got a certain number of guys with that, right? With that
Yeah.
vision
And that
to see the
speed. Yeah,
field.
I ain't saying
And
it's a
that
lot of
speed.
home run hitters. It's only a few home run hitters, and that's probably your
Oh,
boy
okay. So that
Henderson
there it is.
and Blue out of Texas. It ain't a lot of home run hitters
Yeah.
that take
So
that bitch to the house.
therefore, that's what. So that's one what we'll call. You got to have that home run hitting scenario. Okay. Number two, you got to be able to catch that ball out of that backfield.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I'm
too.
saying?
Hmm.
Damn near be used like a slot receiver. That's what the
Yeah,
best, the best. That's what the best can do. So how many you got that can do that? Genty catch the ball real good. Hamilton
catch it. Hamilton
that
can
might
catch
be a
the ball out
weakness
of
in him.
there.
He catch the
He can
ball,
catch
but
it.
he ain't catch the ball like a
He
slot
no no
receiver.
no
He
no
catch
no
the
no
ball
no
like
no. He ain't nah yeah. Nah, he ain't but he catch the ball good enough from what I've seen.
he can catch it. But I say Genty got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That if
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
comparing the two at the top. You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree. I agree. I agree.
Genty got him by a little bit on that there. Is
Yeah,
what I'm saying. So
yeah,
therefore, not that's just my, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
look at today's running back.
But
You know what
but,
I'm saying?
but you see, look what JP said in the chat. He's saying the same thing. It's not a big drop in running back talent this year. I'm telling you, though. And when you go look at the film on these running backs, I'm like, God damn, it ain't a lot of drop off. But you got Scatterbull, you got DJ Giddens, I like your boy Jacory out of Arizona, Jacory Merritt. God damn, yo, man, I said, God damn, boy, this running back. I'm telling you, I don't understand why Dan even signed Rico Dowdle. He wasted, to be honest with you, he wasted money because he could have got a cheap ass running back better than Rico in the goddamn draft. I don't even know why he signed Rico. I guess because he's a hometown guy. And I guess they, looked out for him. But I wouldn't even fucking sign motherfucking Rico. He running back in this goddamn draft. Be quite honest with
Hey, Ping Packs says, with a big 499 super sticker, uh, Kevin Wilson Jr. is certified 0.0 missed tackles rate this year.
you. Tell me,
And
Penn State safety. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yes, and this is the
Yeah,
thing
I
right
like
here.
him. Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing right here, what I'm saying. When your ratings is like that, and you get a chance, why couldn't that be a first round? Why couldn't that be a number 8 overall? Because the Carolina Panthers need it.
Yeah.
That's why I said it ain't all positioning, it's
Mm-hmm.
position. That's a
Right.
good point, Pin Packs. Good down point. Because we done said we need a safety. We done said need you got ran on 3,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? These are all
Yeah.
facts, y'all. This is
Yeah.
draft eve right here. This is all facts with this team right here. You understand what I'm saying? We need,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't give a damn what y'all say. I just got this feeling in my heart, in my gut, in my soul that they do not feel because of what they tried to do that they have an ex receiver. I'm sorry. They might try to. Dan Canales might sit there, and I mean Dave Canales might sit there and try to scheme up this and do this and do that. One, Bryce Young got benched the first part of this last year because why? He even said it. And this is a fact. Y'all can go back to Canales' interview. He said, now I'm looking I'm saying it like this. Him saying he didn't feel comfortable with him executing his offense in situations, any situation, in a game type situation. Meaning 4th and 1, this and that, whatever. He didn't feel that coming out of his head saying, this is the play in this situation, that Bryce Young was going to go out there and execute it to perfection. Now, that's going to make him look fucked up as a play caller. Would you agree, D'Angelo?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If,
I agree.
if he called this play and then boom, the play busted because the quarterback could not execute. That's why he sat Bryce, right? Let's
Mm-hmm.
don't get it twisted. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't say him because he said, well, last year we didn't have a line for him and he needed to sit as a young quarterback or this and that. No, he could not call a game efficiently with that boy on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Now, Andy Dalton gets hurt. He had to go back to him. It wasn't, oh, I think you grew up and in practices you look good and shit like that. He even said it. You won't get him to say it now.
Yeah.
You won't get him to come back and say it now because everybody's called, oh man, you're a genius. What made you want to just sit him this and that? His whole story changed from when he first said what he said. Now his whole goddamn story changed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but I'm not even like I said, it's draft eve. I'm not even gonna harp on that. What I'm saying is this: if you have a chance, and I can't say it more over again, if you got a chance to make your room better, no matter what position it is. And that's a good damn player with stats like that, 0.0. And like y'all just said, you and Pop earlier, D'Angelo, I want
Mm-hmm.
gotta have production and all that, right? You just said it.
Right. Right.
So I like for the guy to have production and still been playing against a level of players. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I'm gonna go ahead and say Power Five schools and shit like that. Why not? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At least you know it's
Right.
proven. It's a proven product. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just like
Mm-hmm.
saying, oh shit, name brand shit. a pair of Goodyear tires, a pair of Michelin tires. You know what I'm saying? Shit like
Yeah.
that. At least you say, well, I know them motherfuckers ain't gonna get out here because I'm in Florida somewhere in that heat. Them bitches supposed to rip
Hmm.
up and because I'm supposed to be buying the best of the best,
Right.
right?
Right.
I'm supposed to be
Right.
recruiting the best of the best.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. If I go to fucking Georgia, Kirby Smart
Hey, go.
program,
Hey, go. Get go. I'm
uh-huh.
muting because I'm about to go in this restaurant and get something to eat. But I'll be listening, but I'm a mute, so there won't be a lot of noise.
Okay.
Oh,
If
okay.
I'm going, I'm gonna go to Georgia with Kirby Smart program, and then Carolina with the program Bill Belichick is trying to produce or going to produce. Um, LSU, uh, Ohio, Michigan. What Harbaugh and them left. Those type of players, cream of the crop, top of the line. Those are the guys you want that's going to acclimate themselves to the NFL. It's a gamble. Don't get me wrong. It's draft eve, y'all. It's a gamble because we done seen it. You can go to wherever, top notch program, and get a guy, and he end up being, I hate to use the B word, a bust in the NFL. You know what happens? From the quarterback position to the fucking punter position, field goal kicker. He was this right here in college. He ended up going to the NFL, and it's a different world. He looked like a different player. It's draft eve. I know all of y'all have sat here and we've done mock drafts and we've done scenarios why they need to get this guy, why they need to get that guy. Uh, who will look better than this 3-4? Do we need to go 4-3, go back to the 4-3? Do we need to go back to you know what I'm saying? Whatever. The rubber getting ready to meet the road around about 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow when they make that damn pick. I'm not gonna sit here and predict what the hell getting ready to go on. I ain't gonna do that. Cause they can do 10 other things. Omar just come on and said the Carolina Panthers put themselves out there like some damn hole on the motherfucking track. Anybody listening to the sound of my voice, whatever town y'all got on, y'all got a track where the hose is at. Y'all got a track where the hose is at. What I mean, a track where the hose is at, meaning some kind of road, some kind of street that the hose be on. And the Carolina Panthers is on that damn street when it come to giving away that 8 pick. Giving it away. Giving it away just like they giving away that leg. They want to get that motherfucker away. Yeah, dog. I hadn't seen that, Omar, but that's good stuff. And I'm getting ready to look that up. You said Todd McShay interview or whatever. Say he wants to get that motherfucker up. Damn. The Carolina Panthers is out there advertising to get that thing up. I just be a mother monkey's uncle. Damn. But I knew it the way he was talking. I told y'all that after that damn Morgan interview. He wants that pressure off of him of a top 10 pick. He wants that pressure off of him, y'all. He wants to get that thing up. And I think that's a mistake. And I think that's a mistake from a young GM, even though he been in the game. He sat there 2 years behind Scott Fitterer. And he sat and he love his boy Brandon Bean. And Brandon Bean should have taught that motherfucker better than that, man. Should have taught him better than that. Good God. You don't go out there and do that, man. Somebody gonna come at you with some more. They want a second round. They want an early second round pick. So if I do some prediction, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say they're gonna give up one of them four. They're gonna make some kind of bundle. They're gonna give up one of them four. They're gonna swap that 57 to try to move up. Hold up. Let me look at this thing. Damn, why I hate them. Damn, Omar, why you tell me that, bruh? Why the hell did you tell me that? Golly, this ain't worth a damn. That ain't worth a damn, cuz. Cause I hate that, man. I don't like that trading over and all that. I don't like that shit, man. I like to sit there. I like to let the boys. We can sit here and we can do mock draft, and y'all see how the mock drafts come out. Now that's a simulation. Take the human aspect out of it and everything like that. But I have seen some good damn mock drafts now out of some people just on the Panther podcast alone, and they end up getting some good players on their mock draft. Now, sometime it be a trade scenario that's unbelievable with the eighth. And y'all done seen them where they say, "Oh, I'm gonna give y'all all this shit right here." Like that's unbelievable. And the Carolina Panthers is not getting no haul, especially now since Dan Morgan come out there and ran his damn mouth about really wanting 100% coming up off of that motherfucker 8 pick. Telling you, man. Damn, bro. But anyway, okay. Carolina Panthers pick at number 8. All right. Then I'm looking at the second round, y'all. Of course, you're going to have, see the way that damn thing does it flip. And where you had Tennessee picking number 1. Now at 33, the Cleveland Browns. And of course, y'all know that. And the third pick with New York will be the second. Titans, so on, so on, so on, so on. But that's the way they do it. You know what I'm saying? So the Browns, till it gets back down to 47, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 picks. 47 where the Cardinals is. So after the Cardinals, 10 more picks, we got to pick at 57 where the Rams would have picked. You got players coming off the board like Jack Sawyer, edge rusher. So me and D'Angelo was saying, a run on edge rushers come off. So if you pick Tech McMillan or a fucking Travis Hunter, was the fall to you or whatever, and it's not an edge rusher, I could see them boys getting antsy. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? I can see them boys getting antsy. Mr. Wesley, what's going on there, brother? I see you. Oh, damn West. But I can see them boys getting antsy. And y'all can too now that I'm talking about it. I know y'all can. Because when Omar said it, everything started flashing through my mind about what they would give up because they sitting there in that damn war room for over 20 some odd picks. on the second day, and that camera just keep flashing back to Carolina and flashing back to Roger Goodell, making pick after pick after pick. Imagine that shit tomorrow now, y'all. This is draft Eve. Making pick after pick after pick. And they just looking at the Jack Sawyers and the Princely Umayana coming off the board. And and I'm just naming edge rushers, y'all. I'm just TJ Tamalu. And let me see. Let me find another edge rusher that's gonna come off before then. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hell, like I said, a Luther Burton, another wide receiver, a Mecca Buka. You know what I'm saying? Another wide receiver. And don't you sit there and tell me, because I done told y'all 2 or 3 times, that I gave you the DK Metcalf scenario. So if they pick the edge rusher, Jalen Walker, whoever y'all want, they're not going to sit there and watch them wide receivers come off the board. If they pick the wide receiver, they're not going to sit there and watch them edge rushers come off the board. Damn. And y'all know for a fact that them boys is slobbing at the mouth, wanting another weapon, and the biggest need is an edge rusher. Now, since you went and got all the D tackles in free agency, y'all let that simmer for you for a second. Let that sit there and simmer for you for a second. Y'all sit there and scare. I keep telling you, head scratcher. That's gonna be one of my new sayings. Head scratcher, motherfucking head scratcher, head scratcher. If you can't sit there right here while I'm talking and imagine that scenario tomorrow where David Tepper sitting in that room, set it up like it was last year, because I don't know how they're gonna be sitting. Like I told you, I said it as a joke where they gonna let Canales sit at the table this year, but I guess they will. Him going into his second year with his team, but Dan Morgan probably gonna be sitting in the middle. Tepper gonna be on the right side of that. Yeah, Tepper might be sitting in the damn middle. And if Tepper sitting in the damn middle, oh my God. Huh. Oh my God. But the other year it was Tillis, Morgan, Tep, and then they had Canales sitting way the fuck over there. But just imagine Dave Tepper sitting inside that motherfucking room on Friday night, and got to sit there and wait 25, 30 damn picks before we make our first pick in the second round on day 2. Y'all just imagine that shit. They giving up one of them fourth rounds, y'all, and maybe something else. They might do some stupid shit. And if we end up giving up 2 picks, man, this shit crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Crazy. I just, damn. My boy say, if y'all just coming in here, Omar said, I haven't looked at it, I haven't seen it. I will, and straight up tomorrow, we're gonna have a lot of coverage. So I'm gonna give y'all that. We're gonna definitely talk on that a little bit more tomorrow. Definitely. Definitely. Where they went out there, and I hope they don't open their damn mouth no more. Cause that right there, you gave up a little bit too much information, homeboy, with that one, saying that the Panthers would easily and they're not wanting much. Easily not wanting much. Motherfucker. You's a top 10 pick, bruh. You supposed to get everything you can squeeze out of it. Just imagine, y'all think about the last couple top 10 picks that have come in the NFL. Top 10 now. Jalen Carter got picked number 10 that same year we picked Bryce. Do y'all think he was worth the number 10? Huh? Come on, man. You're picking at 8, respectively. And you gonna tell people they can get it for the low? My God. Hot damn my record. It just see hot damn. It's draft eve, y'all. It's draft eve. And then I got to hear shit like this. I didn't, like I said, I can't speak on it, but I will speak on it tomorrow because I will find this information. I will find that interview, and more than likely, yeah, we gonna all have our stuff on, so we're gonna be able to play it tomorrow. We gonna It's gonna be some good draft coverage tomorrow. We're gonna be able to play that exactly what he said, that Dan Morgan said, or that is the talks that's coming out of Carolina, where you can get that 8 pick for the low. Damn. Mm. Don't make no sense, man. You're not supposed to tell nobody that. See, when the negotiation skills of a Scott Fitterer, right? Y'all was talking shit about him. Trade daddy and all this and that. When I tell you that Dan Morgan botched a lot of them deals last year, y'all told me no. This was a good deal. That was a good deal. He had to do this. He had to do that. That's going on or putting out there, you can say like he did. You can say, yeah, man, we're open. Like he said on that podium that we're open to a trade. Anything is possible. But we like see like that's what I'm saying. If I told y'all when I would have ran for GM, when I was gonna run for GM, but y'all didn't want to hire me. Y'all didn't want to hire me. Y'all didn't want to hire my black ass. I'd say, yo, man, we gonna trade down? No, 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 no. I said, no, no, man. We got players that we like. It don't matter what they do above us. See, Dan Morgan said it's gonna matter what they do above us. Meaning, oh, if New England don't take this guy or the Jaguars or whoever, the Titans, New York, shit, we might do that. That means you ain't got no plan. Uncertainty. You see what I'm saying? Uncertainty. I told y'all the other year that was Dan Morgan's first year as a GM. Old buddy from Seattle called and want to make a trade. He say no. He ripped up that. He said the ball gonna fall. The ball gonna fall. I'm not gonna tell y'all to go back and look at that shit. I done watched it too many times. He said the ball gonna fall. What's the saying? The bird in the hand better than the two in the bush. And y'all look at them players that were picked right there at that 16, 17, 15, 16, 17 spot where we could have been at, where Seattle was. Okay. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. But look, the caliber of player, that's what I said earlier. Before I get off here, y'all gonna understand a couple things. These ratings of how they rate and grade these NFL prospects matter for a reason. They matter for a reason. They just don't compile all this data for nothing. And they have more resources, like I was telling D'Angelo earlier. They go out there, they get on a plane. These scouts get in a car. And they've been doing this for a while. Some of them have. And they go to these schools and they go get insider information on these players. Stuff that you or I can't find on Google. Now, yes, the eye test is very important. Very, very important. Where we get out there and I go back, I can watch highlights. I can go back and watch whole game. I can go watch 20 for all 22. I can go watch we got all that stuff now. But did you go talk to the doctor or the head trainer at Alabama? Did you go talk to the doctor that did that boy ACL surgery? Did you go talk to, you know what I'm saying? His class advisor to see what kind of student he is? Because that matters too. Because you got to be a student. They call it a classroom. Like I said, when I call that room, because you got to have it between your head when you go in there on that field to get these defensive, offensive schemes and sets. So there you go. All that stuff matter. All that data is compiled. That's what a scouting report is. It's draft eve, y'all. Please believe me. All that matters. Like I say, I'm not getting ready to kill you today. Tomorrow, we got some big shows. We should have a full panel tomorrow. Everybody should be on deck. But get started a little early around here tomorrow. Y'all tap in on your boys. Black Cat Panther podcast. This is just was a little pre-dawn, a little warm-up, draft eve about how things is gonna go down. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do a mock draft. We'll talk about different GMs and what they should be looking for, especially those 7 that sit above us. Like, no, I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. 'Cause it's gonna be some powerful niggatry. It's gonna be some powerful niggatry. Please believe me. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. Because some people want this guy, some people want that guy, some people want that. Y'all know how it already is. And some people think, whatever. We're gonna make some bold predictions. It might be a couple more bets that get put on. It's a bunch of bets now. If y'all owe bets, get ready to pay them bets. I got money out there, just like everybody else. I know mine to get paid. But everybody, I appreciate y'all for coming in here and listening to us. Like I said, be ready for tomorrow. We're gonna get this thing up a little early. We're gonna get this thing up damn near all day. Your boys will be in the building 100%. It's draft eve. Tomorrow is draft day. It's almost like the movie. Damn, it's here, y'all. This is all what this is what y'all been waiting for. I'm up out here. I appreciate it. Till tomorrow.